What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Day May. If you don't know who I am, that's exactly what this video is for. I'm so excited to be here on camera with y'all. Yeah, I'm a music artist. I'm a humanitarian. I'm a life coach, a graphic designer, event curator. I wear 50 million different hats, right? But overall, I'm just a creative person that likes to spend time, make memories, connect with people. That's what we here on Earth to do, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to tell y'all a little bit about myself, get to know y'all, you feel me, build a community. I go by Day May as a music artist because I intend to make your day. My name is Deja, but before I get even too deep into it, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to do this Q&A, and along the way, bars, right, you're going to learn a little bit about me. So, like I said, my name is Deja. The spelling of it starts with D-A-I, which is where D-A-I comes in with the Day Made. So, you feel me? It's really in me, not on me. And yeah, I got the name Day May. Really, it just came to me one day when I decided that I was going to be a music artist. It was like the first thing that came to my mind, because it's like I make intentionally optimistic music. And you see, I'm getting far ahead of myself with this. See, we got it. Come on. I think y'all just as ready as I am. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I'm excited. Yeah, because and honestly, how we doing it though, you know what I'm saying, my main thing is I really want to be consistent on YouTube, and the reason that I'm converting from like typical social media like Instagram is because I want to really build a true close-knit community of people that actually care to know about me and my artistry. You know what I'm saying? Not just a 15-second clip, not just the highlights, but like the ins and outs, the depth to it, because I have a lot of things that I want to say, a lot of things that I want to share. And so yeah, I'm starting here with YouTube. It's August 1st. I wanted to drop it on the 1st. That's what, you know what I'm saying? I actually recently just started a channel on Instagram at Day Made Official. That's like all my social medias. And then the channel, you know what I'm saying, I put the question out there of like telling people to submit questions that they may have for me with this Q&A. And so we're going to get into that. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, follow the journey and more so know about like upcoming performances and events, as I mentioned, as a curator and all these things, definitely follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm more active. But pivoting to YouTube, I really do want to focus on just making content that doesn't feel like it needs a time limit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're gonna be here for 2 hours, but what if we are? You feel me? But nah. We're gonna start, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start a little, you know what I'm saying, like this, and then maybe if y'all fucking with the vibe, we get a part 2, or, you know, I really wanna know what y'all wanna see or hear about from a perspective of an audience member, you know what I'm saying, or a supporter. Like, what do you wanna know about your favorite artist, right? What do you wanna know about the creative process, et cetera, et cetera. So if y'all do have any questions, drop them below for that part 2. And yeah, we just gonna get into this part 1, you feel me? A few of the questions is already like said the answer, but we're gonna dive deeper into it, right? So first question I got is, how'd you get your name? Where you from? Okay, boom. So again, I go by Day Made. I really just truly aspire to make your day. That's me as a person. That's me before being a music artist. And so it just made sense for that to be my stage name, because I, you know, it literally just came to me. I feel like life can be so crazy. We live in a crazy world where it can feel like a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I just really want you to know that you're not alone. One thing I love is Sonderness, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a society, we may not go through the exact same situations, but we do have the same feelings in certain situations as human beings. That's, you know, we have those feelings that we all can resonate with. And I just want to be a reminder to you that, one, you're not alone, and two, you can get through what you're going through, you feel me? So I really want to make your day. And I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you feel me? 4-4, yeah. Milwaukee Bucks. Y'all might, you know Giannis and shit like that. But I will say, Milwaukee creatives are everywhere. Like, in every single field of like media, we have people popping their shit. Y'all may know us from the dancing, which is crazy because, you know, I'm not much of a dancer myself, but growing up, like, we definitely have always had the dance culture, but it's so like interesting and amazing to see the world catching on and it going like globally, you know what I'm saying, as far as like taking over TikTok and things like that, and then just seeing so many artists just finally get the spotlight on them that's been popping their shit. So yeah. That's where I'm from, you feel me? I currently live in San Antonio, Texas. I've been here like going on like 5 years, and San Antonio, Texas is really where I started to perform my music, like, actually. So like, my first song I dropped was 2021, called Far. I dropped that when I was living in Milwaukee, and then I moved to Texas. So everything music related, essentially, from the drops to the like performing and things like that, that's been Texas based. So yeah, catch a show whenever you can. Okay. What song would I recommend to a first time listener of mine? Okay. So, that's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Because like it's one answer that come to mind because I feel like it tells so much about me as like an artist, as a person, the message, right? One of the messages that I have. But then there's other songs where I'm like, but this is more recently released, and you can always hear the growth in every song I drop. So, damn, I'm gonna say, as a first time listener, you should check out. Damn, I have so many good options. This is a good problem to have, though. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I'm gonna do 3 songs. You pick one. Okay, so I'm gonna go No Guidance. No Guidance, I feel, really just tells you off rip who I am, straight like that. And ooh, the vocals, the mix, the relatability. If you feel it, you're gonna feel it for sure, you know. And even if you don't resonate with it, which I think a lot of people do, you still gonna feel it, you know, through the music. Dang, yeah. So I would say, if I had to choose just one, I would say No Guidance, just off the strength of that. But if I could do the top 3, it'd be No Guidance. It would be, I feel like I want to say Most Respected. Yeah, Most Respected, just because, I mean, I love the song. It's my most recently released single. A lot of people actually been fucking with it too. So that's been giving me like insight. So I'm picking up on that, but also the fact like I'm just in a space in life where it's like, and this is forevermore, you know, where it's like I deserve so much, you know. I have to respect myself first in order to show other people how to respect me. And the song is essentially about being most respected, treating yourself as such, valuing your own time, space, energy, and knowing that giving it to people, giving people access to you is a privilege. You feel me? So make sure that you've been most respected and showing people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I got a video for that one too. Oh, actually I have a video out for No Guidance now as well too. Wow. Okay, yeah, I've really been kind of going crazy this year. And then I would say the third one that I would recommend, I feel like I gotta go with I gotta go 442 and 0. It's so many other options. But I'm gonna go 442 and 0 because again, right, it tells you a little bit of where I came from and where I am. And I just love the lyrics in it. Like I feel like it's such a like storytelling song. It's also one of the songs like that I feel in terms of radio play would have a lot of like replay value because it's something that you can really cruise to. I mean, it's literally the hook is part of it is I've been cruising in the city, but I'll be out the way, you know. So it's one of the things that you could just vibe to for sure. So yeah, that's the top 1 to 3. Next question is, what's your main goal or message as an artist? For me, I kind of spoke on it earlier when I said that sonderness, that feeling of sonderness and understanding that you're not alone. And also just self-expression. Like that's really it. Like, okay, me as a person, I want to get paid for being myself. And that's in every facet. When it comes to music, I would do it for free for the rest of my life because again, like self-expression. But why not maximize? Of course I want to get paid to do what I love to do, you know? So I want to, and I prayed about this so many years ago, and it's just so beautiful to see that I'm living in it. It's like, I want to be able to take any life experience that I have and transmute that. You know what I'm saying? I actually have a song called Pain and Purpose that is exactly about that, right? Like, the art for me is that. I'm healing when I do this. You know what I'm saying? So, the main message is really just like, living in the silver lining mentality. Understanding that, okay, I know that I go through things, everybody goes through things. I'm not alone. The world is fucked up, but we can get through it. You know, really got to make your day. You really have to choose to make your day. So it's really just, I just really want to uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Just literally be a vessel and a reminder to you that you got this shit. We got this shit. You're not alone. Period. Ever since I discovered sonderness a few years ago, like I'm very big on words. And I love soundiness. Ever since I realized what that means, I'm like, wow, like, yeah, that's that's the thing. You feel me? So I would say that's my main message for real. And hopefully through me being who I am, right, I can inspire other people to do whatever they need or feel called to do for themselves. Whether you do music as well or you find another way to just like express yourself. And yeah. And then let's see. Next question is, what's the first step to creating a song? Okay. So for me, I would say I usually just literally play a beat and I'll freestyle. That's like majority of the time when I create music. Find a beat, freestyle through the whole beat, and then go back and edit things if I feel called to or need to. But as I grow as an artist, my approach becomes different depending on the song, depending on the complexity. I'm definitely in a space of like, I'm versatile, so it's always gonna be different sounds for me. But in terms of like how I produce my songs, I definitely have been more like thoughtful about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to, just it's something that I want y'all to just like witness. I don't want to say too much right now, basically is what I'm getting at, right? But it's just like I'm just in a space of really just like cultivating my sound, even though it's always gonna be versatile. So I would say that when it comes to creating now, maybe the first step isn't a beat. Sometimes the lyrics come to me first. But yeah, most of the time it's freestyle. And then yeah, I guess that's the answer right there. That's the first step. I was gonna go into the whole process. Alrighty. Next question is, what experiences help you draw inspiration for your music? Okay, that's a good question. What inspirations help me draw inspiration for my music? Definitely my life. Shit we go through. You know, like I draw from my personal experience for sure. Drops mic. I mean, that's really it. Yeah, but speaking on like me just really meditating on what it is my sound is, I will say that like, cause I just feel like just live life and the art will, come to you or whatever the case may be, right? But like I've actually recently been listening to like a lot of like newer artists in a more like inspired way. Cause I don't usually like listen to music like, oh, this is inspiring and I'm gonna try this out or da 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 da. Like I literally usually just pull from life experiences. But when I think of song complexity and how many things you're able to do with the record, I definitely have been looking more in that light of like listening to these new artists and just like indulging in it in a different way, So yeah, so I would say life and other forms of expression in that sense. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things, but it just keeps going back to life. Like, do y'all like other artists? Let me know where do y'all get your inspiration from, or you dig what I'm saying when it comes to like, hey, I'm just telling my story. You feel me? Okay. Next question is, what's my favorite song of mine currently? Currently, Most Respected. Even though, so I've dropped 4 songs this year, and man, they've all been really good. But Most Respected is my most recently dropped. I ain't gonna take up too much time, you feel me? All right, y'all, so we're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this motherfucker, right? So, it says, when was your I'm an artist moment? Okay, boom. So, man, I remember this definitely. So, it was in 2019. I was in such a horrible relationship. The deepest depression of my life. Actually, this was after the relationship ended, right? I was so depressed. I wasn't talking to anybody about anything that I had been through. And literally for a whole year, it was just me and God. I didn't have no words. One day, I threw on the beat. And I used to always tell myself I couldn't freestyle, which is crazy. The power of the tongue is real. You know what I'm saying? And what you think is what you get power to. I used to constantly joke about how I couldn't freestyle. I turned on the beat. I freestyled some shit from my soul. That shit was so motherfucking fire. I was like, it's literally no way possible that I'm not supposed to be a music artist. Like, it's no way that I just did the shit. I freestyled the shit after I told myself I could never. And it's this great, like, naturally, like, dead ass. Couldn't ignore the calling at that point. So that was my, you feel me? How did I know I was an artist moment? But yeah, you feel me? If you like this, drop some comments, show some love, engage however you feel called to, you know what I'm saying? Things I talked about, whatever resonated, let me know. Definitely want to stay in community, you feel me? And follow me on socials at Daimade Official, that's DAIMADE Official. I got hella shit on YouTube. I got my music, you feel me? Music videos, interviews, all that fun stuff. So yeah, this definitely gonna be a journey of just getting to know more about me and anything that y'all want to see. Put a below in the comments. I appreciate y'all so much. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We on the road to 1,000. Let's get it.